Okay, so let us start. As I told you, we are going to start by vectors, addition of vectors. As I told you, this is something you already learned last year. So let us start first. Who can tell me what's the meaning of a vector? What's the meaning of a vector? شو هو الفector?
It's a line that has a beginning and an
It has a what? It's a line, but it has something else.
Direction.
Direction.
لحظة شوي. Okay, so who can tell me what's the meaning of a vector?
It has a direction.
Very good. It's a line that has a direction. Very good. So now we are going to learn that a vector, it has a direction, it has a sense of variation or sense of direction. Okay? So first of all, let us say that a vector, as you can see, this is a line D. This is a line. Okay? When I put a direction for the line, as you can see, this is AB. Now I can say that this is a vector AB. It's no more a line, it's not a straight line, it has a direction. It's either to the left or to the right, it's upward, downward, okay? So it has a direction. Okay? So we say that vector AB, it has a direction, it has a sense from A to B. Okay? It has a sense from A to B or from B to A. If it's from B to A, what do I say this vector is what? If it has a direction from B to A, we say that this vector is BA. Okay?
yes.
And also it has a magnitude AB without the vector. It's like this. When I put two lines, I need the magnitude of AB. So AB vector, I can't tell what's the magnitude of AB vector. I can tell the magnitude of AB itself. So to get rid of the vector, I just put those two lines. Is it clear? So every time now you see those two lines, it's like the absolute value. I need the magnitude of the vector. Okay?
Yes.
So you cannot, for example, tell me that AB vector equals 2 centimeter. This is not correct. Okay, but when you put those two lines, then this is a magnitude. Okay?
Yes, miss.
Okay, let us continue. So, after the characterization of a vector, we are going to talk about equal vectors. When do I say that two vectors are equal? Two vectors are equal if they have the same direction, of course, if they have the same sense, and if they have the same length. So three characteristics should be satisfied in order to say that two vectors are equal. If they have the same direction, if they have the same sense, and if they have the same length or the same magnitude. So as you can see here, we have vector u and we have the vector v. Do they have the same direction? Yes. Do they have the same sense? Yes.
Yes.
Do they have the same magnitude? Yes. Then we say that vector uv are equal. Look at vector dc and ab. Do they form a parallelogram?
Yes.
They form a parallelogram, then they are equal. So we say that the vectors AB and DC are equal. Who can give me another two vectors?
AD and BC.
Very good. AD and BC, they are equal vectors because they have the same magnitude, the same direction, the same sense. Give me another two vectors.
C.
DA and CB.
DA, DA and CB, very good. So you can do the opposite thing. So DA is also equal to CB because they have the same sense, the same direction, and the same magnitude. Is it clear?
Yes.
Have one
مس هلا إذا مثلا قلنا CD و BA مش اختلف الدايركشن.
CD and BA, they have the same direction. As you can see, they are going to the left side. So CD, BA, also they are equal vectors. But you cannot tell me CD and AB. Although they have the same magnitude, but they are not equal vectors because one's going to the left.
Direction.
Exactly. So don't just say the magnitude. You have to pay attention to the magnitude, to the same sense of direction and the same sense, okay? So pay attention, this is tricky. Is it clear till now? Do I continue?
Yes.
Okay, let us continue. So after equal vectors, we're going to talk about zero vector. What's the meaning of zero vector or null vector? Zero vector, as you can see, look, if it's A exactly on B, can you see that points A and B are above each other? Do you know what do we say about those two points when they are above each other?
Null.
Confound.
There's a word that we say it if two things are above each other. We say that they are confounded. Have you ever heard about this word before?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so if two things or two lines, you know that sometimes two lines are above each other, they are not intersecting or parallel or perpendicular. We say that those two lines are confounded. Confounded mean they are above each other exactly. The same thing in points. So if you can see that points A and B are confounded, they are above each other, then I can say that we have a vector AB. So here in this case, we have zero vector because there is no vector actually. The 2 points are above each other.
Yes.
Is it clear? So in this case, guys, I want you to pay attention. We say that AB equals 0. Vector AB equals 0. There's no vector. Okay? So later on, if you have a vector AA, what does AA equals to?
0.
Very good. And also BB, CC, all of these points, when you have AA, that means it's equal to 0 vector. Is it clear?
Yes, very.
Okay, let us continue. So after 0 vectors, we're going to talk about opposite vectors. We already learned this. Who can tell me what's the meaning of opposite vectors, or what are the characteristics of opposite vectors? Yalla, I want you to participate.
Different direction.
Exactly. They have they could have same magnitude or not, but they have opposite vectors. So for example, one to the left and the other to the right. Okay? So look at these two vectors, AB and CD. Although they have the same what?
Magnitude.
Same magnitude.
Very good, but they have different
Direction.
those two vectors are opposite vectors. Okay? So AB is equal to minus DC. What did I do here? Yalla, tell me.
CD is opposite to AB, then minus DC is equal to AB.
Very good. So usually we have AB equals to CD, but they are opposite. So AB equals minus DC. What I want you to know, starting from now on, if I have vector AB, I can write AB as minus BA.
BA.
So when you flip the sign, you should put a minus before the vector. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, great, because later on we are going to use this a lot. Okay, so Brahim, hi Brahim. Yeah, it's good that you joined. Let us continue. So AB equals minus BA, as I told you. Then they have the same direction and same length, but they have opposite sense. What does that mean? Yeah,
Opposite direction.
they have same direction but opposite sense. Yeah, tell me why.
Because they are
وحدة
opposite vectors.
negative.
No. Pay attention. They have same direction, but opposite sense. يلا tell me why. ليش هني same direction؟ ما نحن قلنا انه they are opposite but
لأنه
opposite
وحدة
sense.
حطينا لها
هني opposite sense but هني same direction. ليه؟ يلا I'm going to tell you why. Okay, there's something called line of action. Have you ever heard about this line of action? I think you took it in physics, in forces. Line of action.
Yes.
Okay, so usually the line of action, it could be vertical or horizontal. Sorry, أكيد مش بهذا الشكل هيدا. Horizontal. Okay, so it's either vertical or horizontal. If two vectors, they have the same horizontal shape, as you can see here, then they have the same direction because both of them are horizontal. But if one of them to the left and the other to the right, then they have opposite sense. Is it clear?
Miss, can you repeat this bit?
أكيد يلا. I'm going to draw two vectors. This is a vector and this is a vector. Do you agree that those two vectors, u and v, can you see them? U and v, both of
Yes.
them, their line of action is vertical.
Yes.
Okay, they are parallel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if they are parallel, then they have the same direction, which is vertical. But they don't have the same sense because one of them is upward and the other is downward.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we say that those two vectors, they have the same direction because both of them have the vertical line, but they have opposite sense. So what we are going now to learn is to distinguish between the direction and the sense.
Yes.
Okay, look at the vectors W and Y. This is vector W, this is vector Y. Are they parallel?
Horizontal.
Yes, they are horizontal. Are they parallel? Yes, then they have the same direction, but they have opposite sense because one of them is to the left and the other to the right.
Yes.
I hope you understood very well. Guys, please, if you have any questions, just ask me right now. مش بعدين تقولوا لي يا مس كيف same direction وحدة هيك ووحدة هيك. Please. This minus, it's for sense. It's for the sense.
vertical بتصير horizontal.
Okay, is it clear؟ يعني دغري بس تشوفوا two vectors وفي minus يعني they have opposite sense. ما بنقول opposite direction بقى بنقول opposite sense.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let us continue. Okay, so when two vectors are opposite, then their sum is equal to 0.
Yes.
Okay,
When
so
they're
if two
confounded.
vectors are opposite, then their sum is equal to 0. Yeah, هلا sum of two vectors. In order to add two vectors, I have three conditions. The first condition, we already learned it, which is when I have opposite vectors. What's the sum of opposite vectors?
0.
0. Now, what if we have the Chasles relation? Let us remember together what's the meaning of Chasles. You should already, I think you learned this last year.
Yes.
If not, just pay attention. So if I have two vectors, u and v, as you can see, look at them at the figure. Let us look at them at the figure. This is vector u, and this is vector v. I want to add those two vectors. So I'm going to move them to a point, as you can see. Look, this is vector u, and this is vector v. Is it clear till now?
Yes.
So it's actually a path. We go from O, look at the path. It's a
When
pathway.
we want to add two vectors,
Yes, when we add two vectors, and those two vectors, look, this is the path. So if I walked, I'm going to name the points. Suppose that this is B and this is C. I walked from O to B, then from B to C. It's the same as if I
O
walked
to
from
A.
O to C.
OC.
Okay, this is the Chassis relation. The Chassis relation says if you walk from O to B, then from B to C, then as if you walked from O to C. Look by calculation. OA or OB, sorry, just a second. This is important. OB, I walked from OB, then from B to C. If you have here 2 points beside each other the same,
Equal OC.
then I can cross them out. They should be beside each other. I can cross them out, and I can say that now I can replace them by one vector, which is OC. So every time you have a common point between them, you can cross it out. Suppose you have now AB plus BF. Can I cross the point B?
Yes.
Because it's beside each other, right? So I can cross B and B and replace now the vector by
AF.
AF. Is it clear?
Yes.
Great. Let us continue. This is the Chassis relation when I have two vectors share the same point. Okay. Now, what if I have two vectors that are issued from the same point? Okay, so suppose I have the two vectors u and v. They are issued from the same vertex. So this is OB and this is OA. Can you see them? They are issued from the same point. Can I say that OB plus OA equals BA?
No.
No, this is not Chassis relation. So I can't say that OB plus OA. We can't say that OB plus OA it's equal to BA. Of course not. This is not true because they are issued from the same point, from the same vertex. So this time I have a point and I have two vectors issued from the same point. Now what's the sum of those two vectors? Who can tell me?
It is the point that is intersecting B and A, forming a
No.
parallel.
They form a parallelogram, but it's the point. What do we call this point? I asked you about this in the class.
Fourth vertex.
Fourth vertex. Very good. I think Ahmad اللي جاوب صح?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the fourth vertex of the parallelogram. So we are going to create a parallelogram. First, I'm going to draw a line which is parallel and equal to OA. هلا ما تلوموني إذا طلع الخط لاوي وهيك يعني عادي. لحظة. This is the line. I'm going to draw a line which is parallel to OA and equal. And I'm going to draw a line. It's also parallel to what?
BO.
OB, okay? So parallel to OB and equal, as you can see. So now we created the fourth vertex, which is suppose it's C. This is the point C. So now OB plus OA equals OC. What does OC represent in the parallelogram?
A diagonal.
A diagonal. So starting from now on, if I have two vectors issued from the same point, what's their sum? Their sum is the parallelogram. It's the diagonal of the parallelogram. Is it clear?
Yes, مس سؤال مش بيصير
Yes.
بعدين rectangle لأنه
It
AB كمان
depends.
equal.
لا, it depends. إذا إذا كان عندي إياهم right like this, okay, إذا كانوا already right, أكيد بده يطلع square أو rectangle. It depends. اوكي بس نحن بنقول parallelogram because square, rectangle, rhombus, all of these are special parallelograms. So the first to be created كان الباراليلوجرام، بعدين صاروا هيدوليك special parallelograms. That's why نحن نقول parallelogram لأنه كلهم هوليك هن special parallelograms.
Yes.
Okay, so starting from now on, you should pay attention. If the two vectors they share a point, then their sum is a vector, normal vector. But if they are issued from the same point, then their sum is the diagonal of the parallelogram. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so as I told you, in this case, their sum is the diagonal of the parallelogram. So OB plus OA equals OC, where C is the fourth vertex of the parallelogram. Clear?
Yes.
Great, yeah. Let us continue. Now, some properties of vectors. You should know that first of all, OB is equal to OA plus AB. يعني إذا أنت already عندك رسمة كيف تقدر تعمل relation. يعني ليك هو شو قال OB equals OA plus AB. يعطوني relation تاني، حدا يعطيني relation تاني.
OB equal OA plus OC.
Yes, very good. برافو أحمد. بلا أحمد ما غلطت. OB equals OA plus OC. Very good. This is the
So OB
diagonal.
كمان OC و
إيه أحمد كمل. OB هو
OB OC
plus
CB.
برافو أحمد. برافو أحمد عودة. Very good. يلا آدم أنت أعطيني كمان another vector relation. هون أنتوا بدكم تتعلموا يعني starting from now on I might give you in the exercise a drawing and you have to pick what you need. Okay? So يلا حدا يعطيني another vector relation. يلا.
BC plus BA is equal to BO.
Yes, very good. BC plus BA equals to BO. يلا بعد بيطلع معنا. بدي اللي ما عم بسمع صوتهم يعني بدي شريف مثلا، بدي حسن، يعقوب، وينكم؟ حسين بواب. ما بعلمي بتقعدوا هيك عاقلين بالصف.
OA equal AB plus
يلا يعقوب شو عم تقول لي؟ OB equals
لا OA
ايه OA
equal
equal
AB plus BO.
بالعكس مش انت بلشت يعقوب OA؟
OA
مش انت بلشت OA بدك تقول لي OB plus BA. برافو برافو. يلا كمان حدا تاني يعطيني بعد في عنا وحده باراليلوجرام.
CO
AB
plus CB equal CA.
شريف صح؟ شريف مين اللي عم احمد شحيمه. قل لي احمد.
لا انا قلت AB بس.
كمل شريف.
مس AB يعني بتكون equal
ايه اعطيني
O plus
plus
OB.
برافو. ايه very good. يلا بعد في عنا بعد في عنا ريليشن وحده كمان كثير مهمه.
مس CO plus CB equal CA.
برافو احمد. هي اللي كنت ناطره حدا يقول لي اياها. CO plus CB equals CA. ما هيدا كمان diagonal. This is also a diagonal. صح؟ So CO plus CB equals CA. Okay?
مس ما فينا نقول C OC plus AO equal OB.
خليني شوفها بس جايد. OC plus
لا OA plus CO.
OA plus CO equals
diagonal OB.
برافو diagonal CA. ما أنت عم تقول OA plus CO ما هيك؟
Yes.
It's equal to CA. Very good. Excellent. يعني هلا انتم you are ready to get what you need from any drawing. اوكي ما بقى حدا يقول لي بعدين ليش عملتيها هيك؟ عملتها هيك لانه انا بدي اياها، بكون انا بحاجه لها at some point. اتفقنا؟
Yes.
يلا سو هون من الفيكتورز في عنا كثير relations فينا نطلعها. هلا هون كمان اذا عندي OA plus AB plus BC شو فيني احطها؟
OC.
OC. Very good. It's OC. هلا هو عم يعمل لها بروف دقيق لكم ليش هي OC by calculation. نحن صرنا بنعرف انه we walk according to the path. ما هيك؟
Yes.
مثل ما علمتكم
Yes.
انا مثلا اذا عندي OA طلع هون OA plus AB I can cross out ال A شو بيبقى OB. صار عندي OB plus BC. ما هيك؟ What can I cross؟
B و B.
B و B.
OC.
Very good. Excellent. So بيطلع عندي OC. As simple as this. خلص دغري بعمل cross out. اتفقنا؟
Yes.
بس
يلا
next week في work sheet عليها أكيد صح؟
ايه next week ليكو شو حيصير؟
هي
next
بدها
week
practice كتير.
next week
الواحد
نحن عندنا
يتعود.
2 periods. بهول ال 2 periods ما بقى حاشرح شيء، حكون عم حط exercises وعم حل انا وياكم. نهار الجمعه بتاخذوا homework math حيكون للتنين، التنين بنفوت بنحله مع بعضنا. عرفتوا شو حيصير؟
Yes.
So next week عندنا 2 periods هن بس exercises. يلا هلا هون اللي بدي اياكم تعرفوه بكل هيدي pay attention. انا كنت قبل شوي عم اقول لكم if we have for example AB plus BC قلنا we can cross سوري على الاصوات اذا عم تسمعوا صوت بس عم يشتغلوا فوق فما قادره اعمل شيء حاليا يعني. This is AC.
No problem.
Okay, so قلنا we can cross out the point إذا كانت they share it. صح؟
Yes.
Okay, the same thing. هلا حتعلم وحدة تانية ما رح اقول لكم منين اجت والبروف اللي لها، بس فيكم تستعملوها دايركتلي. إذا عندي BA plus CB لاحظنا هلا إنه البوينت B وين موجودة؟
على الآخر ends.
The ends. كمان إذا كانت at the ends I can cross them out. بس عندي one rule. شو بتقول؟ بتصير CA. Exactly. You flip their positions. So instead of having AC بتصير CA. أكيد إلى proof. أكيد ما بدي أكون لا تعملوا البروف ولا شيء. أنا عم بقول لكم you can use it. So إذا عندي إياها على ال endings you can cross them out but you have to flip the vector. So إذا كانوا beside each other you just flip them and you put the vector AC as it is. But if you have them at the edges you remove them but you flip the vector AC it becomes CA.
Miss أو minus AC.
أو minus AC. أكيد. برافو. Is it clear?
Yes.
يلا.
Yes.
The last thing I want to explain. نحن قلنا إذا عندي AD plus AB. Look at the figure. AD plus AB قلنا إنه بيطلع the diagonal of the parallelogram. ما هيك؟
Yes.
Fourth vectors. طب بلكي عندي DA plus BA. شفتوا شو صار؟ DA
بيطلع diagonal DB.
DA plus BA. لاحظتوا إنه بدل ما يكونوا هيك issued from a point جايين على point.
مس بيكون الفيكتور اللي طالع من
برافو.
A.
بيطلع الدايجونال من برا، يعني بدل ما يكون الدايجونال من جوا بيطلع الدايجونال من برا AC مثلا. اتفقنا؟ يعني إذا عندي
Yes.
فيكتور AB
Yes.
وفيكتور CA. اوكي؟ هيدا فيكتور AB سوري وهيدا فيكتور CB بيطلع الدايجونال من برا هيك. اوكي؟
Yes.
That's everything. هيدا كل شيء تعلمنا انه اذا عندي فيكتور كيف بعمل لهم sum of opposite vector is 0. تعلمنا Chassis relation اللي هن اذا they share the same point you cross it out. وتعلمنا diagonal يعني ال fourth vertex. هذا كل شيء تعلمناه. هون 3 rules ما في غيرهم. لأنه نحن أصلاً درسنا addition of vectors يعني how do I add vectors. Okay?
Yes.
Any question؟
No,
هلا
thank you.
multiplication ما رح لأنه حتكون لبعد next week.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
نفس
So
الاديشن.
اللكتشر حتكون نازلة
هلا النكست ويك حتشوفوا هاي الليكتشر، لانه نحن حنكون عم نشتغل على هاي الليكتشر. اللي بعدها يعني after next week حنبلش بالمالتيبليكيشن اوف فيكتورز.
يعني هلا ساتردي او ساندي حتكون مفتوحه بويك، يعني فينا نراجع منها
100%.
إيه.
اوكي يلا جست بس خليني كمان اخذ اتندنس لانه اجى حدا جديد. يلا I'm just going to summarize everything we learned. يلا so what we have learned انه اذا عندنا two vectors إذا عندنا vector AB بعدين vector BC, what's the sum of AB and BC؟
AC.
AC. برافو. وتعلمنا إنه إذا عندي AB plus AC plus AC, what's their sum؟
diagonal of the parallelogram.
Diagonal of the
Four
parallelogram.
vertex.
وإذا عندنا BA و CA
diagonal لبرا.
diagonal
diagonal
لبرا،
لبرا.
هيدا geometrically